In this lecture, we'll take a look at how we can create a method which can accept any number of arguments. So here in JavaScript, we have created a function called sum and initialized the sum variable with value 0. After that, what we're doing is we are making use of the arguments variable. So here, the arguments variable will contain various inputs that we have provided using the console.log sum method. So what happens over here is every time I call a function with variable number of parameters, those are all stored in the arguments array. So when we say let I equals 0 and less than arguments dot length, what happens is arguments will have a collection of all these values that we are passing to this function called sum. And finally what we're doing is sum plus equal to arguments of I. And finally we are returning this sum. Now here when we're doing console.log, you can see the first sum function is having two parameters, 1, 2. Sum of it will be 3. Then we are doing sum 1, 2, 3, which is 6. And then sum of 1, 2, 3, 4, the sum of which is 10. So these three values will be printed, 3, 6, and 10 in the console.log. And here we can see the same 3, 6, and 10 being printed. So arguments comes in very handy when you have to define a function which can expect variable number of inputs. Like in this case, we have our sum method.